Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining our inaugural Friction Fix Friday. And I want to talk today about a sale that was worth about $400 that didn't happen at a major electronics retailer. This was a situation that I had happen recently. I really wanted a remarkable writing tablet. I started my MBA program and I despereately needed something that I could keep track of without having to fill 500 notebooks for everything. So store A didn't have it, but they confirmed that their other location did. So I paid with store A and I drove 20, 25 minutes. And I was told it would take about another hour to fulfill. Nobody could really explain why. It was kind of interesting because three employees gave three different answers about what was happening with the order and what usually happened. Anywhere from maybe we don't have it in stock, maybe they're doing a fraudulent check, that kind of thing. And then after waiting, I talked to the manager and he got pretty defensive when I asked those questions, mainly looking to understand like what their fulfillment process is like. And I ended up canceling and I bought a Supernote from the Supernote manufacturer for more money. I spent almost double what I was going to do. And I think I ended up happier. But here's what I would have done from a uh, operations point of view. So, number one, I would make sure that their system is verifying that the item is physically ready before the customer leaves, or even that they know where it is, right? So, maybe you need to make sure that your back room is stocked in a different way, that you have a different system in place. You could also, as an employee of store A, say, is there something you would like to see? Maybe you want to, take another minute and see all the features of it. I'd be happy to walk you around and show you that. Or is there something else I can help you with? Maybe you need a case. Would you like to take a look at the cases? So, number two, you could set that service as a standard. You want to make sure that they understand if they're driving. Maybe you can put a note into store B that says customer's going to be there in 20 minutes, or even just call them and say, hey, can you make sure you expedite this? This customer is driving. I know there's a lot of timelines involved, but it should be pretty simple just to go and get it. Number three, you want to make sure you're training that service recovery. So you're making sure that you're acknowledging, you're empathizing, and you're solving the problem, not necessarily escalating it. So I know that it's really easy to get defensive and feel like you're being attacked. But as somebody who's worked for years in service, I generally don't recommend going on the defensive with any customer if you can help it. I know it's not easy all the time, but try and make sure you understand what the root of the problem is and not escalate that situation. So, what could be the potential impact of this? So this wasn't like one bad employee, it was the process architecture that ultimately failed. And then it caused the employees to have a lot of friction. So when you fix that system, you will end up keeping the sale. You're going to build trust, you're going to reduce that employee frustration, and you're actually going to deliver on your customer obsession that you've invested all of this money into instead of just talking about it. And ultimately, when that happens, that customer will be able to spread the news of what a great job you did and create more customers. This has been Friction Fix Friday. Make sure you send me your friction points. I want to know what you're seeing, and I would love to try and solve them for you. So let's fix the architecture, not the people. And just remember, you want to focus on creating value instead of creating friction. Thanks. See you next week.